Good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, or if you're in Africa, it is live at 5. How are you guys doing? I should say Africa. If you're in Cape Town or Namibia, if you are on the east coast or the west coast of Africa, then you know that you are in the live at 5 mode. So how are you all doing? What's going on? What's new? What's up, Chris? Can you hear me, Chris? Chris, can you hear me? I see Chris there, but I don't see him hearing me. Okay, maybe he'll come back. He'll come back. You hear me, Chris? Can you hear me?
Hey, Ron, I can't see you. And I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you. And we're live.
Hello, buddy. What's going on?
I'm good. You're having some technical stuff on your end.
Yeah, I was they were cleaning the room, so I had to wait a little bit, and then I had to run upstairs and rush in and grab the computer, take it out. I don't have my mic set up, but I'm sure you can hear me. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
They don't see the difference in the mic plugged in and the mic not plugged in, so I don't know. I just know I'm missing my mic. I have to carry that with me next time.
Okay.
Nothing like a good microphone to talk about your Touch Base dailies and podcasts. So what's going on, everyone? It is Thursday. It is our TrendWatch Thursday. And there is something in the news that I am like dying to talk about. It has something to do with the United Nations and the United States.
Yeah, everyone's talking about that today.
In Argentina, I am not surprised.
No one is surprised. No one is surprised.
No one's surprised. But it goes to show you who America is.
A shithole country?
It is plain, and this is not the first time. This is multiple times where America is always against the people that they enslaved. Anyway, we'll talk about that as a community later. But anyway, that is what today is our Trend Watch Thursday, and that seems to be trending today. And some of you have sent this to me as well in my folder. So I said, why not this? We'll talk about it. Okay, good morning again. If you are in the East Coast or you're in the States, if you're here in Africa, you are already in the evening, and it is live at 5 here in Cape Town. I get to say live at 5.
like Mr. Lemon.
Like Mr. Lemon, and you know, back in the day, we used to get live at 5 on Channel 4. Yeah. Sue Simmons, live at 5. Sue Simmons in New York, live at 5. So anyway, let's see who's in the building. I see there's some folks already in the building. The person with the gold today is Lady Chris R2648. She says, hello, everyone. She gets the gold for the morning. And the birthday man is in the building. Yeah. It was his birthday this week, and I'm so proud of my sonny boy. I love him to death. I can't say it enough. Anyway, it was his birthday. It was his birthday, and this is his last hurrah in the 40s. Then he'll be moving into the 50s next year, but that's gonna be exciting. I cannot wait to celebrate it with him, his 50th, and when it happens next year. He says, good day, all. Good day. Good day. And look who got the bronze today.
Come on now.
Dr. Tachi. She says, good day, brothers. And Jazzy's in the building. Let me get that in there, Jazzy. There she is. Good morning, beautiful people. And I have to tell you, I've been feeling like I've been treating this time in South Africa like it's just totally like I'm just here with friends.
You are.
To South Africa, I was like running around, going to every exhibition, going to every tour attraction. I don't feel motivated to do it.
Well,
So,
here's the thing. Why should you have to feel obligated to do those things? It's like you're there. It's not like it's your first time there, so you can just do what you kind of
I'm
want
just
now.
enjoying the moments.
Yeah,
I'm
enjoy life.
just enjoy. I was hanging out at the restaurant, drinking my, my little, what do you call it, my passion fruit lemonade drink. Adrian put me onto passion fruit drink, so in South Carolina, and but yeah, so I had my passion fruit and my meal. Then I walked over, just relaxed. Then I ran to some gentleman. He was walking by. He saw my camera. He says, "Hey, what's that? What kind of camera is that?" And I can tell he was very, it was clean and had a nice, button-down collared shirt, khakis and everything, looking sharp. And I said, "Oh, it's a Nikon." He says, "Oh, I like a Nikon." I said, "Are you a photographer?" He goes, "No, my brother is. He always has me buying equipment for him." I said, "Really?" So then we had a long conversation. Then we talked about politics in America. He is from Congo and moved here to Cape Town. And we had a great chat, great conversation about the political climate in America and also what's happening here in Cape Town, as in most of the African countries, just like most countries around the world, are still recovering from COVID.
Cool.
And so crime is still high, jobs are still low, unemployment, unemployment is still high as well. So everyone's struggling, everyone's trying to make ends meet. And that's the struggle around the globe. It's not just
Yeah.
America, it's not just here, it's around the world.
Well, can we
And
mention the Fed? They mentioned that the U.S. has not had any job growth in 6 months.
yeah, they've lost. Well, hello, you can't have growth when you spent the whole year doging people out.
Yeah, and then also on top of that, the U.S. government is insolvent.
Yes. Well, you know how I feel about Chris.
Let that sink in.
I keep saying the writing is on the wall. There's no way, if you can plan your exit plan, get out while you can. We Americans are going to be just like everyone else, like the Mexicans, like the Colombians, the people from Nicaragua, like the people from all over the world that used to come to America. They're not coming to America any longer.
Yeah.
Some are, but most people are leaving. Most of the doctors have left. Most of the scientists have left. Educators have left.
Yeah.
And they're making their ways into places like, for instance, you can go to Spain, I do believe France, Vietnam, Thailand, and go and teach English. China, you can leave America and go to China and teach English, and you will have a great career. People think America is the end all. It's not. It's just one country of thousands of countries.
Yeah.
Now, maybe you don't want to live in all the thousands, but you sure can live in a couple of hundred. So I see here in the building, hey, Hannah's in the building. She says, "Good day, Ron and Chris and Touch Base Daily family."
Good morning.
And I see a weird teardrop that speaks is in the building. Now that's a name. Says hello, says hi. And Bryson says, "What's up, Ron? What's up, Chris? What's up, everybody? Happy versus.
Yeah.
Everybody. What is that?
So versus, you remember during COVID when they had these versus battle between artists?
Yeah. The battles.
Yeah, so it's going to be Tank versus what's his name? The Crier. That's what I call him. Tyrese.
Making a comeback.
Tyrese. No, Tank has always been here. I think Tank has always been underrated.
Well, also he's also going to be starring as adding to one of the shows that are out there. I forgot. Is it on Netflix or is it on?
Oh no, I think he's going to be on that Hulu show, the lawyer show. I forget the name of it now.
Yes,
I watched it.
Yes.
Yeah, it just got announced
He's
because they
on
just
that.
Unreasonable Doubt, I think it's called.
Unreasonable Doubt. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Isn't that on
so
Netflix?
no, that's a Hulu production.
Oh, it's a Hulu. Okay,
Yeah, I believe
gotcha.
it's Hulu.
Yes, Hulu.
So they're actually in production right now, and I think that's why they've announced he's on the list with some other people. Actually, one of the girls from what's that Tyler Perry show that's came in the Beauty and Black? The
Beauty
lead.
and Black.
I just finished watching it yesterday. So the lead actress in there, she's going to be on Unreasonable Doubt also.
Oh,
They started
really?
taping. Yeah.
Now, have y'all seen Beauty and Black?
Yes. I just finished watching season 2.
That is a
We'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave
that's
it
a
at that.
secret. It's one of those shows that you look at, but you don't tell people you look at.
You don't want to watch, but you can't turn away from the train wreck. It's literally a train wreck.
That show is crazy. It leaves you like your head spinning. Some of the stuff that goes on, you're like, did I just see that? Did I just see that? Did I just see that? Well, what world are we living in? Yeah, so that is one of my buddies. He doesn't have cable. I mean, he doesn't have any of the streaming channels. So he used to pop by the house and say, "Can we watch the beauty show?" I was like, "What beauty show?" And he is hooked. He is hooked on this show. And I was like, Adrian, I always mention Bernard, my buddy Bernard. He is hooked on this show. And I was like, dude. So if you haven't seen it, it's quite titillating.
Out there. Let's just say that it's out there. A lot of the scenarios are unbelievable. The things that these people get away with. It's kind of like a hip hop soap opera / reality series /
it's got a combination of
just
it all.
bad TV, like literally.
Empire. It has an Empire feel to it, right?
No, I'm not going to say that because Empire I thought was well produced. It had and the actors were really, really good. Did they have some unbelievable scenarios? Yes, but it was well acted. I don't know if Beauty and Black is the best well acted. Like a lot of this seems so far fetched and like just kind of like a telenovela in a way, overacted, a little unbelievable. But you can't look away. You're just like, oh, what?
You can't look away. You can't look away. I see Adrian saying thank you to all for the birthday wishes. Is there someone else's birthday as well? Hey, hold on a second.
Cool.
Let's see here. Is it Chris? Hold on a second. Oh, I thought it was someone else. I thought I saw someone else's birthday. Okay. And who else is in the building? First of all, at least let's say hello to some more folks. And I see good morning for beautiful people. And we got to say hello to a weird, okay. There's a Mike Litr, Lighter, if I want to say, says hi as well, and new in the building. And if you're new in the building, make sure you hit subscribe. If you are here make sure you also hit the likes because the likes helps the algorithms. And also, again, more happy birthdays to Adrian. It's from Kimmy Kim, Auntie Kim. Chris, Adrian, that's another auntie. Kimmy Kim is another auntie. And I see here. And then also Gwendolyn is in the building. Speaking of aunties, she says good day. And okay, here we go. And what else is in there? Jazzy says, child, half these people don't know what insolvency means, but we should be panicked by that news.
Yeah. So basically, we have so much debt. In conjunction to what we actually bring in, we're never going to pay this debt off. Basically, like we're that bad.
Not when you have the orange man just increase the debt by $2 trillion.
He's increased the debt. He's robbing. He's stealing from the country, and just like in a war, a conflict, an excursion. It depends on which day it is, which term he uses, and still no one knows why we're over there. He has not briefed Congress to tell them this is what we're doing. This is the strategy. We're about to have boots on the ground, and no one knows. Oh, also they've changed the draft age to 42 from 34.
Should we talk about that now, or should we talk about that after we talk about
no.
Ghana?
Go into your order that you were going to go in. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead.
That's a good one, though. We could go there, though. We could go there because we know we're going to talk about Ghana and the Ghanaian folks that put the proposition ahead for the United Nations. So we know we definitely are talking about that. But yeah, Chris, you want to lead that one? You want to talk about it? Yeah.
Which one? The aid? Oh, so I read, I think it was yesterday. We all know that we haven't had a draft in this country in decades, and the draft cutoff age was 34 years old. They have 34. now changed it to 42. So you can be drafted as a 42-year-old individual. Okay. Now, mind you, no one in this man's family has ever seen battle or combat, or has ever even been enlisted in the Army or the armed services altogether. But yet still, you want to draft people that are 42 years old. Here's my suggestion. I think this is a common feeling amongst a lot of people in this community and around the world. How about, you have a army that you're building up between ICE and your MAGA followers who believe in rights to bear arms and have as many guns as you want. Let them go fight. How about that?
Man, I sat there. I say, let all of ICE out to the war. Put them all on the boat. Send them to war.
And they're getting paid great money.
With guns, yes.
They're all getting. They are getting paid great money right now to sit in the airport and do nothing.
Better benefits than the military.
I think their salary is like $200,000 a year.
Yeah, and educational paid for.
Speaking of ICE, can we just talk about how? All right, so we all know that they're in the airports right now, and they're not wearing masks. The man, initially they were saying that they have to wear masks so that people won't dox them and go after them. So, what is the difference with ICE being on the street wearing masks versus ICE being in the airports not wearing masks?
You know what I think, though? I say it's a good thing that they're not wearing masks because
absolutely.
While these people are not wearing masks, these people should just be documenting who they are. I mean,
and people are
just photograph every single one of them and create our own database.
Yep. And the thing is, people are actually doing that, and ICE agents are running from people in airports.
I saw that. Yeah. I say make our own database of all the ICE agents so we know when they're misbehaving, we know who they are, and the rest, Dr. Tachi says it is useless to pay for the frozen water gang's education when they are incapable of learning. Ooh, I like that thought. The frozen water gang. Now that's a new one on me.
No lies told.
Sounds like a
no lies told.
Jelly says, they sure did say that. So we are going to have 42-year-old potheads in the military. It's looking crazy.
Here's the reason why they did that is because they have a recruitment problem right now. No one is signing up to be in the armed forces. And on top of that, you've got rid of all of the people that volunteered and were there. Anywhere between transgender people of color, people in the LGBTQIA plus community that all volunteered to serve their country. You got rid of them. So now you have a problem because you can't recruit people.
Yeah.
So now you saying when you do a draft, you can get 42-year-olds. Guess what? I mean, granted, I don't qualify, but like people in my community don't qualify because guess what? They're LGBTQ.
Yeah.
We're Black.
We're
You don't
black.
want us, and we
They
don't
don't
want
want
you.
us. They wanted an all-white army. How did that work out? It has never worked out.
It's not working out because
Even
they're
during
not
the
even
Civil
they're not
War, it didn't work
volunteering.
out. Has it ever worked out when it was an all-white American army? Never. Never in history. Every war, people of color were called in to help and save the day.
Oh, I
World
like
War
Dr.
One,
Tachi.
World War Two, Civil War, the Spanish War, all of the wars. You
I
need
love Dr.
people.
Tachi's comment. Great.
She said,
So we have a bunch of Beavis and Butthead representing the country. Pretty much.
remember Beavis and Butthead? That show was whack. MTV days, MTV days, and also Gwendolyn said also for the draft people, well, I should say the registered to be able to vote, registered to be able to join the military. It hasn't been for
Yes.
the draft yet.
Yeah.
G says they're also overlooking past issues with marijuana.
Yes.
Now you know
Yes.
these people are desperate.
Desperate.
But this is a scenario that folks are talking about and saying that because they are about to go invade this island in the Middle East that is not too far from the from that
straight
off the coast of Iran. I forgot the name of this island, but it's out just it's somewhere around the Strait of Hormuz. Anyway, they feel that there's going to be a major loss of life, American soldiers, if they do invade this island and still won't control the strait.
Well, look, when you've got a government that gets themselves into a war, a conflict, an excursion, has no plan, and then doesn't even realize that some of the things that they do will have repercussions as far as like that country bombing all the countries around it, closing off the Strait of Hormuz, when clearly every other general and official that's been in the government prior didn't do it because of those reasons. You know that we're just filled with incompetence.
There's a reason why it's 47 years no one has gone against Iran on a head-to-head war, because the Strait of Hormuz controls 20% of the food, a lot of the oil, fuel.
Yeah.
And farmers around farmers in America are about to feel it. But you know what?
Yep.
FAFO.
Yep.
FAFO. You farmers out there that supported this crap, you put this orange turd in the White House. Now you are about to feel it. We're all going to feel it. We are all going to feel it. But these people will lose their farms. They're going to lose their farms.
We're feeling it now. I just want to give an update because every week I've come on here in the past couple of weeks. I've kind of talked about gas prices locally and nationally. Here in Delaware, when we started talking about this about 3 weeks ago, I think we were at like $3.59 was the lowest for gas. Right now, gas is up to $3.99 here in Delaware. Most places if you're lucky, you can get for $3.89. As a matter of fact, yesterday when we drove past the gas station, it was $3.89. But I would not be surprised if by this weekend it goes up to over $4 here. At Costco, where you could get gas typically 20 to 30 cents cheaper, their gas, I believe, is at $3.59 a gallon. Other places, we were in Pennsylvania last Saturday. Gas was over $4. So gas is continuing to climb. And of course, it's not just gas. It's everything that's tied to gas. It's all the fuel that airplanes fly on, the trucks that deliver your food, same thing with trains. Every price tag is going up. People say right now, if you want to travel for later in the summer, you better book your ticket now because those tickets they're starting to already go up. And then with all the turmoil that's going on at the airports, we are in for the worst summer travel season, if we even have one. I mean, I'll give you a personal example. As I told you guys, we're flying to Chicago next week, Thursday. We had a serious conversation this week as far as should we try to cancel our trip or not, or just try and go anyway. We decided we're gonna go, but we're gonna like literally take the whole day and just go to the airport and just sit there and wait. If we get through early, we get through early. That's fine. We will have things to keep ourselves occupied. Our flight's not till late in the evening, but to get there in the morning for an evening flight, we're willing to do it. I mean, at this point, what choice do you have? You spend all this money.
5-hour wait.
Well, not even that. Some places I've seen so many stories this week. There was a young lady that got to the airport 5 hours before her flight. It took her 7 hours to go through. They had to cancel her. She missed her flight, so they had to reschedule. And they told her to do, what she decided to do was not leave the airport, so she had to come back and do this again. So she slept in the airport and waited for her flight the following day. Another young lady was in line. This is all in Hartsfield, Jackson, in Atlanta, Hartsfield. She was in line. The line was like about 5 hours. She realized at a certain point she wasn't going to make her flight. She called to reschedule, to rebook. They told her, we can't rebook you until you actually get through TSA. Because there's no guarantee that you'll get through and still make the rebooking. Like, that's how bad it is. Some people don't have a problem. Depending on where you are in the country, you can get through in like 30 minutes. So the longest line that I've heard of so far has been a 9-hour wait in TSA. So, you don't want to lose the money that you've spent out on hotels, on airfare, or whatever else you've prepaid for. Because a lot of times you have to pay for a lot of this stuff to get like discounts. You pay in full ahead of time, and you do those things. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And we didn't have to be in this situation. The Democrats in Congress have put forth, I think it's either 7 or 9 bills to fund TSA.
I think it was 8 as of 2 days ago.
It may
be up to the 9th one.
It might be up. That's why I said 7 to 9 to fund TSAs independently of everything else. And the Republicans have said no.
Times now.
Oh, so 11 times. Okay, we stand corrected. And they've said no every single time because Trump said no. I need the what was the act?
Voters. What is it called?
Save Act. They want that passed first. So they are holding up funding for people that are quote unquote I take that back, not a quote unquote, that are essential workers, TSA, that protect us. The reason why TSA was created was because of after what happened at 9/11. They secure the flying public. Since we're on that topic, I'm on a little rant. Just go with me. I'm glad that Delta has now revoked the special privileges that they've given to Congress to get through, bypass all the lines. Now they all have to wait in that long TSA line, and they don't get the special privileges of getting on board first. They have to wait. They even showed a picture of, I think, Ted Cruz waiting in a line or waiting at the gate and not allow those special privileges. These guys, Congress should not be getting paid. They refuse to fund the people that protect us in the skies. Don't fund Congress. This is ridiculous. They do this every single year. Government shutdown after government shutdown, and they're still getting benefits and they're still getting paid their full salary. All right, I'm done.
Kim says, if the Dems had held on the last shutdown, we might not be here.
Absolutely. And then Fetterman, get rid of him. Get rid of him.
He is the worst.
Cinnamon, get rid of her.
What a disgrace. Gwendolyn says, and we know they want to get rid of TSA and
yes, they do.
Services. And
absolutely.
Hello, this was in Project 2025.
Yep. There's a congresswoman that actually read that out on the floor yesterday, I believe.
So, and then think about it. A lot of the TSA people that have quit are not coming back.
No, they're not. Why would you? Why would you want to go work for a company that doesn't value you, won't even pay you for the work that you've done, and the people that are supposed to fund you won't even do it? Like, a lot of these TSA workers were either having to get a second job when they were quote unquote off of their main job, and then these guys have gone 42 days, I believe, without being paid. like
That's a
working
long.
basically for free. That's a long time. You've got
And
people
there's
that now have to work.
it's still people at the. I mean, you have to give them a hug or something for the TSA people that are still doing this
Yeah.
without getting paid.
Well,
That's incredible.
there was a social media push to say to for people to bring like a gift card and give it to them when you see them. And I mean, you can't blame these people. And please be patient and be nice to these TSA workers when you come across them face to face. They are living through some hard times. I know you. If you don't know what it means or feels like to work and not be paid, it's not a nice feeling. Respect them, show them a little bit of love. If you can give them a small gift card, like a Visa or a MasterCard gift card where they can use anywhere, please do that. I mean, these people are working to protect us in the skies and they're not being paid. I cannot not say this enough. They're not being paid and
Not
showing up for
being.
work.
Jazzy says people forget that when we had privatized TSA, we did not have standards across the board, which is why TSA was created in the first place.
Mm. And not even that, we
That
spent all this money on infrastructure for TSA with, the screening machines and,
teaching,
just
education, everything. And now you want to privatize it. Chris says, why are Kristen R says, why aren't celebrities coming together and raising money for these people? They are silent on all fronts while America goes down the toilet. Man.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
You can't tell people how to spend their money. But I am always wondering why do the elite that have so much money don't help to pay for things that help their fan base? These people are part of their fan base for most of these famous athletes, famous TV show hosts, famous movie stuff. But we also know that just because someone is famous doesn't mean they have a lot of money.
No, that's absolutely true. Also, that's absolutely true. So here's the thing: there's a trickle down effect. This will hit Hollywood in every aspect eventually because when people can't afford to buy gas to go to work, what makes you believe that someone's going to spend money to go to a movie and watch your film or go to a concert and listen to you perform when they can't even afford to feed themselves or their family or put gas in the car to go to work?
Yeah. Hey, G says, celebs are just folks with jobs that are in the spotlight. They're no saviors.
Yeah.
Very true. And man, this conversation is fast paced. Whew. We've been covering a couple of. If you're in the building, make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you hit the likes. And if you're in the building, and also if you're here for the first time, hit subscribe if you want to be a part of the community. Okay. And if you want to be a member, you can also click on the membership and become part of the membership here. And like you see the people in the green in the boxes here. We have here. Kimmy says, because they're probably going to get back pay when it's over, as has been done in the past. Yeah, they will get back pay, but the whole thing is they need money now. A lot of these folks
back pay sounds good, but now in addition to that, you get back pay, but now you've incurred late fees, overture charges, all those other little things. You've compounded the trauma and the money that's out there. You know what I mean? And they're not gonna be compensated for that. Like you can't go and say, well, I paid this bill late and I got to charge a late fee. I need money to supplement that. Like, no, that they don't care about that. So you're always gonna be playing catch up.
Yeah. G says these are regular people who probably are doing things in their community, but it's not their job to save America. We as citizens need to do our part. And I look, we wouldn't be here if America was awoke and voted the right way. All of this could have been prevented. All of it. Dr. Tachi says, not to mention the possible lawsuits. They are coming. They are coming. And that's another day of reckoning. G says we need a living wage. We need to hold these companies responsible for the working conditions they create. Amazon, Wally World, and so on. Kimmy Kim says Eric Benet has
he has
with
his commentary. Listen, if you're not following Eric Benet, you're missing out. Like, he's really stepped up and become an advocate and just really calling people out on their shit. He's definitely one to follow.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know. That's a good one, Chris. Thank you, bud. Thank you.
No, that was but he really is a good. In the last several months, he has stepped it up.
Chris says also, Eric Benet is really speaking up. Yep. So I need to. I don't even think I follow him, but I guess I will. I guess I will start following Mr. Eric Benet. Let's see. Rebecca, I mean, it's good to see when people do step up. It really is good when you see it. And let's see, I'm going to his page to check out what's going on over there.
Yeah, play one of them. Play one of his posts.
Yeah, I got an announcement. Oh yes. Oh, I've been following him, but I didn't even know it was him. Duh. I follow him on my other page. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yes. I follow him on my other page. Okay, got it. Yeah, it always pops up on my screen. And I think it's on my Facebook I follow. That's what I've been following. Okay. First of all, Elise says, good morning. She was here. She popped in. And she said, I love Eric Benet. I have been telling everyone to follow him. You should include his post tomorrow. I will.
Yeah. No, that definitely is a post for tomorrow.
Okay. And Chris says, I remember when the singers got together and made We Are the World to raise money. We are the world. I remember that. Kimmy Kev says, I do hope many celebs contribute to some way behind the scenes. I think some are. I do believe there are people working behind the scenes, and some people do not like the spotlight. There are people like that. G says, recognize this. Every person has the choice to use their platform to share a message. We can't discount the impact we all have on our social circles. And then also Kimmy Kim says, I definitely get that, Chris. Okay, so now I would like to bring to our attention, because this is something that happened and it's been really like moving across the here. Let me just put it on the screen in here. Hold on a second. There we go. And I'll just we can read it together. But here we go. Let me pop this here. They just changed the logo out of nowhere on StreamYard. What is going on in StreamYard? I knew they made a big move yesterday, because when I got on, 2 days ago, everything was out of place. Everything had to be redone. Anyway, so they had a reboot. Reboot right here. Here we go. Share that screen. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen it, but here it is. It says the United Nations has passed the historic resolution officially declaring recognizing the trafficking of enslaved Africans as one of the gravest crimes against humanity. And it goes on. Today, history was made. The United Nations General Assembly officially recognized the trafficking of enslaved Americans and the racialized chattel enslavement of Africans as among the gravest crimes against humanity. However, Argentina, USA, and Israel were the only countries to vote against the resolution. For generations, people across the African diaspora have carried this truth, even when the world refused to fully acknowledge it. Today feels like a step forward, a step towards the truth finally being seen, named, and taken seriously. We also think about the brave Pan-Africans who fought for the moment and didn't get to see it. People like Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and so many others who were silenced for pushing this conversation forward. We honor those who endured, those who resisted, and those still pushing for justice today. This isn't the end, but it does feel like the start of something long overdue. What says you, folks? What says you? Anyone? What are y'all? Have you guys heard this information? Do you know about it? I felt like this should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah.
And for me, if you can call the Holocaust a humanity, a grievous, grave, all of that, all of the language, why haven't Africans have the same consideration when there were more killed than in the Holocaust that we know of? I mean, we don't even know all of the numbers of the people that were taken from Africa and never made it to the destination because they were tossed into the ocean over and over and over again.
Yep. Well, because they were black. They had color. They had pigment in their skin.
And Photokin says, agreed, the resolution is long overdue. And then I see Chris says, they are evil. Everyone except the oppressor agree. Everyone except the oppressor agreed. Reparations? A question. Here's Dr. Tashi. She says, and the interesting thing is the vast majority of the countries that abstained were European countries, the colonizers.
Yep.
So many, so may the ancestors punish them too.
Yep, absolutely, Dr. Tachi. I think you
colonizers.
Yep.
They're the one. And see, they didn't want to say anything. They withheld their votes because they know they're wrong. They're guilty.
And what I loved about this, there was a chart that was on the screen that showed all the countries in alphabetical order and what their vote was.
Yes.
And I love that they showed that.
And again, America always wants to tell the world about freedom, treating people fairly, all of that stuff for decades, well, at least 100 years, right? 150 years. America's always got their nose in everyone's business. And yet America cannot come to terms of what they've done. Anyway, let's see here. What else are you guys saying? Chris says, that's the word I was looking for, Dr. Tachi, colonizers. They're all the colonizers. All the colonizers withheld their vote, but now, is Netanyahu's brother still leading Argentina? Does anyone know that? I know that he was one of the leaders. I'm not sure if he's still the president or the prime minister, but they all have Netanyahu in common. America, Argentina, and Israel. And I'll say no more on that one. But we know this is something. I mean, I don't like to use the word Zionist everywhere. Just like some people just throw it around, Zionist. But this is kind of like Zionist behavior. I see Hakimi says, I heard it and exactly it should have been done. Jazzy says, listen, just pay my diaspora cousins and me. Keep it pushing. Yeah. So I just thought it was interesting that America, but it was not a surprise to me.
No one was surprised.
The first time this kind of legislation was brought up, I think 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4. Maybe it was 4 or 5 years ago, and America said, "No, we don't vote on it." I am not surprised. Look Look how long it took for America to pass anti-lynching laws. I mean, that was just, did it pass? I'm not even sure if it passed. I mean, remember what's the thing was it just kept stopping it. So America, it loves its colonizer past. It loves it. It embraces it. And that's what this is all about. It's always about us. Elise says, it's never a surprise how the U.S. votes. No, not at all. It shows America's true colors. And again, you can't get it more crazy, more true colors than what's happening in the world right now. When I was talking to this gentleman today that I met in front of the hotel here, he was like, isn't it ironic that everything America says they go and intervene other countries for, you have a president that snatched a head of state to Venezuela, killed the head of states of Iran. When you would think that person would be brought up on charges from The Hague. You would think that the United Nations would gather together and condemn the United States and bring them before The Hague.
Well, listen, I mean, you have to look at it this way. This man wanted to be given the Nobel Peace Prize, quote unquote. He stopped all these wars, but yet still he's around the world starting all of these wars, all of these excursions or conflicts in all these countries, and he's looking to do more. And he's even saying he's going to be doing more because they said Cuba is next. Let's not forget that. Because he couldn't get what he wanted, he's going to do all of this, and we are the ones that are going to have to pay for it.
And thank you. This is the one that, thank you. I'm pretty sure I want to make sure it was true. G says, yes, federal law making lynching a hate crime was signed into law on March 29th, 2022. That's only 4 years ago. Not exactly 3 years and several days late of, right. So it's just shy of 4 years. But you know how long it took them to get that law passed? Do you know how many people in the Senate and in Congress did not go for this? America?
Like you actually have to have a debate on the floor about lynching other people as a crime.
Other people. That shouldn't be an argument. Elise says, they are renovating Freedom Plaza in D.C. and will be putting a statue of a Confederate in the heart of the city. Let that all rest. Let us all ponder the thought. They're telling you who they are. They are telling you who they are. I see here, Chris says, I hear that quietly people are giving up their U.S. passports. Why? Who's giving up their U.S. passports? You want to still hold on to it because Trump will not be a president forever. And neither will these people be in power forever. Ooh, I got reflection. Remember we were talking about reflection on the other day? You see all that reflection? That's not even straight sunlight. That's the reflection off the white wall. I gotta move over to the shade. There we go.
There you go.
So, but yeah, that's interesting. Jetty says, y'all, they changed the name of the Department of Defense, the Department of War. They aren't hiding it. That's one thing you can say. They're not hiding anything. They're not hiding. And if you read Project 2025, they are not hiding anything. We're still trying to get equal pay for women, says Gwendolyn. And Gwendolyn said also, but hey, you can marry your first cousin in Florida.
Yes.
that ban was not passed.
Yep. And this was, I think, this week or last week. They did not pass that ban.
Make it make sense. These are some nasty colonizers. Nasty. Just nasty MFers. They are just nasty. Oh my God. He says, I'm not surprised, G. These are some nasty people. Jazzy says, we never properly punish the Confederates. And I say this all the time, and people they get their eyebrows go up when I say it. I always say, we are still fighting the Confederacy. The Confederacy never ended. The Civil War never ended. We are still fighting the Civil War. This is just another chapter in the Civil War. And because we appease, America has never been able to deal with its criminal past and the criminals are in it. When they lost the Civil War, technically on the battlefield, they should have lynched them, wiped them out. They should have gunned them down. They should have never ever gave them any leniency whatsoever. They were traitors. They should have been executed, just like the Constitution says. Traitors should be executed. They were all traitors. They should have not let one Confederate person live. Not one. If America would have dealt with the Civil War the right way, like other countries do, when you have an opposition, you take them out. You don't let them live to come back another day. Lincoln should have had them all executed, but that was the failure because they were able to come back after they killed him. Unalived him. Sorry for the algorithms. Think about that. If America would have dealt with them the way they were supposed to be dealt with, we would not have this problem today. Reconstruction would have continued on. Just my point. These are the thoughts of me. So I don't know how many others agree with that, but I will tell you, I've been saying that for decades. So all my friends and family already know that I said this. Saying, Miss Elise, they keep fighting for laws that's so much about them. Elise says they don't have to hide it because no one is stopping them.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Hold on, can I just bring something up? Because I don't know if people even know this. And this is where we're at. Congress can do these stupid ass things, but not pass legislation or pass funding for our agencies that need it. I think it was yesterday, created a new award. It's called America First, and they awarded it to that Orange Menace. You saw that, right?
Yes, these stupid fools.
You guys are taking precious time to do bullshit like that versus actually taking up votes and passing a spending bill to fund TSA.
That dumb Keebler, that Keebler-looking Mike Johnson, he is
ass liquor.
Oh my gosh, his breath must smell like
shit. I'll say it for you.
I was gonna say balls, but I'm not. He is the worst. Little Keebler drives me insane every time I see him. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. They create an award. Congress is supposed to be the opposition of the presidency. It is supposed to be the reasoning and the balance for the people. Congress, wake up. Jazzy says, they don't want us to know our history. We have to make sure our children are educated the right way. Dr. Tachi says, there was no incentive for it to end. When you're going to get reparations for losing your enslaved workers, they reach across the aisles to unite the Union and help to rebuild the wretched South. And this right here, Dr. Tachi, they gave reparations to the slave holders, not the slaves, the slave holders. They lost the war. That lost the war. The traitors got reparations. Only in America. This is the only country that has done that in a civil war. America is another, I can't even go down this road. It is an animal of its own. There has never been a civil war fought that I know of in history where the losers become the winner in legislation.
They do it time and time. They do it time and time again.
This is why America is where it is today. And this is why America, I know people, again, they clutch their pearls. Every empire comes to an end. Every nation that's built on whatever, and this nation was built on blood, sweat, tears, lies, and all kinds of evils. It cannot stand. It will not stand. It cannot. It will not. If you believe in universal law, even if you don't believe in the Bible, you believe in universal law. A lot of universal law is in the Bible. You cannot build a house on sinking sand and expect it to last for eternity. It just can't. America is getting what it deserves. I know it hurts for all of us. We all have to suffer for it all. But one day, if there's ashes to be put back together after it's all over, maybe some folks will sit around the corner and say, let's not reconstruct. Let's just create a whole new nation. Oh yeah, Ron is on. I'm losing it today. It makes me so angry.
There's so much to be angry about.
The freaking Confederates are winning. But this is not over. Again, this is just a chapter in this civil war, and we're still fighting it. And guess what? If Americans get out and vote, so
if we're allowed
the conclusion is 6 o'clock. The conclusion, 6 o'clock here. The conclusion of the matter, vote. And we have to help our brothers and sisters, our fellow Americans, make sure that they have with all their identification. Go in that box and find your birth certificates. Go in the box, and if you don't have it, go apply for it. Get all that stuff done now. The election is in November. It's not that far away. We have to do our due diligence. We have to do our due diligence.
Hold on, can I say something? I want to put Elise's post, her comment. Wait, wrong one. Sorry. Here we go.
Oh, sorry, I clicked it. I did my mistake. There you go.
All right, go ahead. Put it up. It's not just we have to vote them out. We can never vote them back into office. You have seen now what these people are willing to do, the sacrifices that they are willing to make to stay in power. Once we vote them out, you can never, ever let them near the seat of power again.
Never.
Because the first chance they get, they will do it again, and then they will be successful.
We need, Dr. Tachi's crazy. She goes, your mother probably has your birth certificate under her mattress, and you better not use it and give it back to her. Once you finish with it, it doesn't matter how old you are.
Guys, she's not lying. She's not lying, though.
Mama has it somewhere in a trunk somewhere, but you have to find, and if you don't have your birth certificate, I'm a believer of the passport. I tell everyone, I don't care how young you are. I don't care how young your child is. Now, I know you can't afford, maybe you cannot afford to get your passports. But those of us in our families that can help the people in our families that can get passports, get them, because the requirement of getting your passport is a lot of these items. You need your
Yeah.
birth certificate. So get your birth certificate and not kill two birds with one stone. Get your birth certificate, get all those legal documents. I mean, what was it, Gwendolyn? Was it Gwendolyn? Was it you that was talking about your mom getting the passport and some
Yeah,
documents before?
I think she just posted that.
Yes. I mean, so that they're not even asking for the basics anymore. It used to be just your birth certificate. You send your birth certificate in.
Here's the thing. TSA had been asked. I mean, we went through this whole process now where it just became law that in order to get on a plane, you had to have a real ID, and in order to get a real ID, you have to have all of this stuff to prove: a birth certificate, a couple bills of where you currently live, just a whole thing of stuff. And if you don't have it, you have to pay all this extra fees. You show up to TSA, and that's still not even enough nowadays because ICE is there. You have to have your passport just to fly domestically. It doesn't. They keep moving the bar and keep doing things and taking things away and saying you're not eligible for these things. Listen, people, get all your paperwork and your ducks in a row. Travel with everything.
We have to encourage our family members who do not have these papers, because we need everyone to vote. We need everyone to be able to vote. And the reason why they're doing all of this is so you can't vote. We need all hands on deck, as they say. We need to be, what they call it, 10 toes down in the sand.
Yeah.
We need everyone to be voting. You need to be, we have to think, y'all. We have to think, how can we help if there's anything about all this conversation we had today, it needs to lead to this one thing. We got to work to get people to vote, and not only vote, but get the paperwork, the credentials they need. They need to be right now seeing if they are still on the rolls. They need to figure out, am I still on the rolls? Because so many people have been off the rolls.
Yes, couple things. You have had people recently in these primaries go to their polls and told that they're no longer registered to vote when they have their voter registration ID card with them, and they vote in the last election. Also, one last thing about voting. You know, this Orange Medicine, his administration is saying how mail-in voting is illegal. Him, his wife, and his son just voted by mail.
Yes.
They literally just voted by mail.
The hypocrisy is blatant, how stupid these people are that follow this dumb orange turd. He is the worst thing that has happened. But again, he is only the symptom of who we are as Americans, the ones that put him in office. Jazzy, Jazzy's Dr. Tachi says to Jazzy, they absolutely know someone is not in the financial position to pay for all these paperwork. Exactly. That's why they enact rules to make it possible to reach the goal of voting. Impossible.
Yeah.
Again, this is why we have to be helping our family members, helping them. And again, I'm a believer. I know y'all think I'm crazy when I say it. I know everyone can't afford their passports. I get it. But those of us in our families that can support some of the loved ones in our families that can't afford it, we who can afford to help them, we should be helping them. That's the best love gift you can give your family for Christmas this year, is passports. If you want to give a gift that's going to help them in case they need to in case we become refugees in America, you're going to need that passport. There'll be no excuse if you need to get out of the country. If there's anything you can give to your family member as a gift, is your ability to give them the dollars to help them get their passport in case they have to become a refugee. And America is not too far from people becoming refugees. Look at the numbers. More people have left America in 2025 since the Depression. People are leaving America. They are terrified. Now, we all know everyone can't leave, but those of us that can help people, we can help them. Put a budget aside, help someone. Help one person get their passport. If you can afford it, Help someone. That way they have their voting. They'll be ready for voting, and they'll be ready in case of whatever happens in this country. Oh, Lord. At least as you are going to need your freedom papers. You better believe that. You better believe that. Remember that fact, right, Jazzy? That's who they are as Americans. Yes. Okay. And God forbid this SAVE Act gets through. We need to fight with all our might. Again, like Elise always tells us, call your representatives. Make sure that this SAVE Act does not pass, does not get the light of day. It is the most dangerous piece of legislation put together for the American people. Women, I don't understand how there are women in this country that are for this.
This is literally aimed at them.
This is aimed at women.
It's married women.
So, again, that SAVE Act cannot stand. It should never see the light of day for voting. Not one day. Okay. Let's go to announcements. I'm out. Get ready to get out of here. Okay. So again, if you are in this community, make sure you join our community. We are here. I am sharing my thoughts and my travels in the community. You can respond. You can interact with me there. Also, you can interact with each other. Gwendolyn celebrated her 900 subscribers, and I put that in there. So we're a community. So put your stuff in there if you want to celebrate. So we have a community chat there. Also, if you want to be on the mailing list, join the mailing list. Go to ronlewisphotos.com and you can join the email list and do that. Also, I will be back in America come the months of July through November. And if you're looking for a photographer, please get on my calendar. Put your name on the calendar. Reach out to me. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp from where you are, or you can just send a message to an email and I will get back to you. But this is how I still have to make money. I still have to work. Also, thank you to the Patreon members for all your commitment to being here, supporting what we do here. Again, the Patreon members, they get all of the Monday Motivation Mondays. They get all of the Tip Tuesdays, all of everything spelled out, put in the paper so they can actually go back and look at those lessons. So be a part of the Patreon members. They do receive for what they give. Okay, thank you for what you do. And last but not least, also, this is not the last, join our YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, make sure you hit subscribe. We would love to have you. And also, if you are in the building, make sure you hit the like so the algorithms can know that, hey, you appreciate what's going on here. And last but not least, become a member. Become a member. You can become a member of our platform. And we are going to be doing special stuff with the members here in our community. So become a member and also help support. So if you can't support through Patreon, support by becoming a member. Okay, there you have it. This is how we stay on these platforms. By your help, you make it possible. Okay, there you go. And you see the members in the chat. All the little people with the green, those are members. Those are the members. Okay, did we get all the conversations up, Chris? I think we
did.
I saw some of it. Okay, there we go. There we go. I think I'm just scrolling through and gonna let you guys go. Okay, I think we got it all in. And I see Lisa's in there. She says, hey, everyone, as well. Okay, guys, have a good night. Have a good day. Tomorrow is Friday, Focus Friday. We will be focusing on some of the accounts that obviously encourage, inspire, and informed. We love you. And thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for supporting.
Thank
you for
you.
being here today, everyone. I appreciate every one of you. And focus on what matters. See you later. I'm out. We're out.